Hello everyone in the last module, Managing Others' Emotions. In this module, we will learn 10 strategies that help you to effectively manage others' emotions. Let's start with the first strategy. Notice behavior. Often we are so involved in the content of the conversation that we fail to notice what's happening. Take notice of what's happening with an individual at the moment. You might ask yourself these questions. What are they doing with their hands? Is their voice increasing in volume? Are they beginning to turn red? What's happening with their eyes? Are they becoming more forceful or direct? Pay attention to signals like this so you can manage the dynamics before the conversation goes awry. Be both a participant and an observer in conversation. Remain calm. If you begin to match the other person's emotional intensity during the conversation, you will only escalate the other person's feelings or emotional state. You must remain calm when the heat gets turned up. This will enable you to think and reason when the other person's rationality has left through the back door. Control your emotional response. Use a reflecting statement. A reflecting statement allows the other person to see themselves through your eyes. It also signals their brain that you are making an attempt to understand them. A reflecting statement has the effect of decreasing the emotional reaction of the other person. You may choose to reflect not only on feelings but also words and actions. A few examples are: I can see you are upset, emotion. I heard you say, oh, great. Now what? Words. Or I noticed you didn't say anything in our meeting. Actions. Validate them with reflections. Follow with a question. Asking a question after making a reflecting statement is asking for the meaning that is hidden behind their emotion. For example, you might say, I can see you are upset. What's going on? Whether you are reflecting emotion, words, or actions, try to discover the meaning behind reaction by asking a questions. Search for deeper meaning. Ask questions. If an emotional person has enough presence of mind to answer your questions, the thinking required to answer your questions physiologically move them out of the emotional center of the brain and into the logical rational functioning regions of the brain. The more questions you ask and the more questions they answer, the greater the likelihood that their emotional intensity will diminish. Ask questions to restore rationality. Do something physical. If a person's defensiveness is not diminishing, try climbing a few flights of stairs or going for a walk to find a quiet place to talk. Moving or doing something physical, it changes the brain circuitry from supporting the person's emotional state to the physiological demands placed on the brain by the person's physical movement. Increase physical movement. Get the person to tell their story. If the person feels comfortable enough to answer some questions about what's happening, they may tell you their story. Listen to what they are telling you and try to identify what they wanted or expected and didn't get. Everything they tell you represents something that they wanted and didn't get, or they would be mentioning it in their story. If you are in doubt about what they wanted or what violated their expectations, ask them. Identify what they value. Ask the individual what they wanted and why. The response to the why question will tell you what's important to them. Once you think you have understood, summarize what you think you now understand. This will demonstrate your willingness to clarify your understanding of what is behind their expression of emotion. Excuse yourself. If all of the above doesn't work, They may be too emotional to talk rationally. When people become really upset, their brains may be flooded with a number of chemicals that prepare them for fight or flight. When this happens, it may take up to 48 hours for the effect of these drugs to wear off. Don't make your inability to hold a rational conversation about them. Make it about you. Tell them that you have another commitment that you have to keep and then excuse yourself. You could even make it about yourself by stating that you need to think through the issues for a while before continuing the conversation. Excuse yourself and leave. Apologize. If you find out that you said or did something that the other person took negatively, apologize. It doesn't matter if you didn't intend to create offense. We know that offense is often taken where none is intended. Own your part and apologize for your behavior. These were some strategies that we hope to help you manage the emotions of others. Thanks for watching.